Is there any caveats that you want to be looking
Okay, Heretics on defense, Navi on attack, and no raid boss,
So I'm
no
looking at Woot on the Vibrance and the Breach. I like the
craziness.
Breach comp
Who
more,
know
but because
pistol?
they've played and lost every time on different comps,
Down over
I'm
towards
liking
B.
that they're changing something up to maybe
Off
throw
the boom
Navi off
bot
a little bit.
contact.
Well, fingers crossed. It's quite hard to throw
Boom
off
bot.
Navi, though.
Boom bot gets.
You know what I mean?
Boom bot
She's done
spots
really
one,
weird.
and they do stun it. They don't
Proof in the
take B
pudding,
main,
all
but
that.
they know that most likely they have B main
now,
control. This
Navi
person would
starting
push
out on the
back. So
attack.
question mark for both teams.
On the defending
Gonna
side.
see when this flash gets used to clear this, but
Real
obviously
hurry to start things off with.
Sky
Angel calling for that
flash
resmoke
is
towards
gonna save him
Melvin.
these days.
And Heretics just going to be going through the motions here, but Woot's in a little bit of trouble if he's not careful. There's plenty of players towards mid here.
Okay, Sky Dog goes in. That clears over towards B, and no one is close to hear that until
And Woot still has middle control.
Sugetsu just went close.
Boo's just jiggling at B main. He's going to back up. He's probably going to drop a smoke in the middle of the site and play off that trip.
This is super patient from Navi.
What teams right now would you say is the best chance against Paper X? No one, bro. They're winning Shanghai. They're not losing a map. They're undefeatable at the moment.
Ground when it just gets to 30 seconds and they've gone nowhere. But they've at least got mid control, right? So they've paved a couple of steps.
Not even going to be close. They might not lose a round.
No surprises. But they are in a little bit of a predicament here because you can't really back from the site. Can they at least play the life for Heretics?
Whoa,
Rien's
that
absolutely
stinks.
can't. Effective trades for Sugetsu. Sight's theirs, but a quick rotation. Again, just back and forth. And the numbers are very favorable for Navi. They have no idea about Shao.
Yeah, they have no idea about this guy.
Now they do. Minibu's gone down. That's going to be a very clean plant coming in now.
Yeah, Artist had to dodge the nade.
Trying to work his way over, but rough situation. Lots to clear. Very tricky for him to find any viable step forward.
We said that last game. He got a 1v3.
Just don't feel it here, Josh. I don't know why. You know what?
Now who's pessimistic?
It's always been me. That's the that's the beauty of it. I'm a miserable git.
That's one.
Okay, don't stop. NG, relax.
Oh.
Relax. No.
3.
No way. Time. Oh, thank you, Shao.
That was close, man. He's on for it. Nearly another one.
No one's. Navi with the first hit. Oof, that was fine. That was fine the whole time. I don't know what you mean. Yeah, not even close.
For a team that's as good as they are on defense, I'm surprised that in that round, after Woot gave up vent control and all of middle, basically, and they had 3 players towards A, I'm surprised that the 2 B players, it's Boo and
I haven't watched
Minibu,
Paper X much.
didn't
Which
kind
one of their
of-
latest
sorry,
games
that
should
was
you
Rien's
watch?
and
Dude, watch the
surprised they
13
tried to
0
play
man.
position
You'll be
together,
on.
whether
You'll be on the
that
same
be
train
A
that I'm
or
on.
B main, or
Watch
play
any of the
B
last
main
2
together
Lotuses.
and give up B site.
I felt a little bit late
You'll be
almost
feeling
to try and
great.
respond. There was no safety to play from when you.
Okay, they're allowed 2 deaths.
Nice little ad right there.
Hey, look, I do want to see, right, stat-wise, have more classics been like used?
100%. I actually don't think it's close. I think the increase is like 30% or something.
I mean, Classic's pretty OP.
Hey.
Used to be better, but
True. There we go. Double drop. Jesus.
Jeez, what is that?
Okay. I mean, maybe.
Like I
Whose
said,
right
maybe I
click
need the
works
Heretics
like
bundle.
that?
free gun, by the way.
Yeah. Which bundle did you buy?
None.
Wow,
There's no
this
way
guy
you can
hates
buy one.
esports.
You would judge me if I told you which
No,
one I got.
I want to judge you.
No.
You need to.
I'm
Do I need to go and watch your
judging up.
stream?
I'm judging
No,
up.
I'm gonna go watch your stream. I'll put the VOD on. Someone could let me know. I'd really appreciate it. For now, Navi going through the steps here pretty comfortably. A little bit of a threat up towards heaven. Artist took a little bit of damage, as did Sugetsu. Hold on, this is looking really dangerous.
What are these
That's
shots?
a spike
Oh
drop.
god,
Come
not like
on,
this.
Heretics, what is this?
Oh no!
What is
Oh boy!
this?
Holy!
Minibu just had to
How
live
on
for a
earth
second
did they
longer
win
and it
that?
all
That
worked out well.
is
That
a
is not the
sheriff
round I
only
expected
invested
Heretics to be
and the
winning.
best
Well,
right
if you get
clicks
the
we might have
Team
seen.
Heretics gun bundle, I guess
Apparently you're good.
I guess you're gonna get a couple of classic kills. That's gonna help swing the round, and that's gonna be a big swing round for Team Heretics.
Yeah.
Oh,
Navi still
God.
gonna be able to purchase some Vandals here, but sheesh.
Which
Oh
one?
my god, even the transfer's
Well, I'm about
fast.
to get the Team Heretics one.
I just.
My Europe account, I have none. No,
Okay.
I'm skinless
Okay,
on
well,
it.
I'm not being specific about the account. You have no skins on, am I?
My Europe
Oh, we
account.
just-
Look how
you
much
know.
free time this guy has.
I bought the Sen one. And I feel disgusting being an EMEA caster, buying the Sen bundle.
You fell for the Zelsis trap.
Oh, a bit of marketing and I'm all theirs.
Yep.
You know, they also won the event, so it felt right. So get to with
The
the first pick,
on
though.
screens.
Not bad.
That's pretty good considering they only have a couple
And
of
these are
Vandals
the
here,
2
and
guns.
The rest are working
Yeah.
with pistols. Zetban's gonna not be able to get
He's
that
living
because
in a
that's across the
hotel.
map.
Oh, to be fair, yeah.
can see that Navi like what
Not too much to
has
do.
been achieved early here. Drifting back towards the A site. Now, I would say a little bit of an addition. Benji Fishy is on this side of the map, and he's normally quite good at holding this down if you roll your minds back some way. However, vision
There's a lot of
is
pressure on
limited.
Benji on
He
this.
has to have his eyes towards around push.
Great.
Shell solid.
Hold up. Yeah, I was going to say it's a great nade. They get over towards site here. Wall just goes down. They timed it a little bit off because they wanted to try and get into sight when it was blocking the camera vision.
Identifies no one, so they know they can start building back in through ramp. Pawn's going to come down. They've got a little bit of safety to play with, but not a lot. Keep in mind, there's still frenzies, still sheriffs. Sorry, that's Shao and Artist. This isn't a comfortable round yet.
Omen flash.
So looking to maybe leverage that a little with Shao.
Oh.
The angle. Oh, the timing, the paranoia looking good.
No way, Benji, savior.
Benji and Boo, the timing. A little unfortunate for Shao to
Big
get
swing.
to. As Angel
Oh my goodness. He didn't even go for a big swing. He went for just a jiggle peek and got the kill. Well, not a jiggle peek, just a baby swing, I guess.
The entire round was so ill-timed from
Okay, everyone's just looking around the spike. Who actually wants this?
The Viper wall, like about 5 seconds before they were ready
Benji,
to go
yeah,
in.
Benji
They
might
used
have
the
saved them
haunt
there.
And then the grenade, the paint shells into spawn and all that stuff. But by
Marina,
the time
thank
that
you as
they're
well,
able
man.
to go
Appreciate the
towards
13
site,
months.
The wall's dropping because it was just so disjointed. And then again here, they're setting up a play for ramp. They're going to send the paranoia up as soon as the Viper wall drops. But they wait so long to do it that, you know, they haven't re-smoked screens. Benji's able to get the side, the shot from the side, and you know they just have to be a little bit more proactive, and a little bit tighter.
Yeah,
with
the money
timing
is so
and
nice now, though.
just actually take the timings that they have instead of kind
Okay,
of
Navi looking like they wanted to straight up A
a
here.
little bit too early.
Okay, let's see if they can
Nibu.
maybe tighten that up going forward here. Looks very all in. This looks very clear. And they've not met the same resistance, so Benji
Where's my
is
smoke?
not here. So you've got 2 new players this
My
one.
smoke coming
and
cross
Nibu's
map.
got the
Brains has
trade
to
after
kill
death
one.
with the pain shell. So
Whoa.
Shao back and forth here. Zipan tilts it a little further, but it was Rians who's on the site early. The Boombot does.
Oh, wait, the
I thought he had
Boombot
Angel
wrecked
there,
him.
But no, actually Navi, in all the chaos,
Oh
actually
my
looking pretty
goodness.
composed, still with
What
full
is going on in
standing.
this round?
Plant on the way. They've got everything they
Yeah, the
want.
straight up
This little bit of a gear
straight up
shift,
A
this
hit
new
worked
look
pretty
they brought out
well.
For this round has absolutely caught off Heretics, and only one there in the end for Benji. Good trade for
A
Angel.
little bit of damage.
Comfort being found in really all that chaos.
It's almost as if Team Heretics got this like false sense of
We've got a-
confidence at
we've
the
got a
end of
giant
the
round
last
coming up.
game as they close out the last few rounds there,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, I'm feeling it a lot right now." So what we're seeing here is they're kind of bleeding out as the round progresses. Minibu first, he goes through the Viper wall, he gets his one, but he goes down. Rian's still in the site. We're not seeing them fighting together from multiple different
Kostief,
angles. We see
the
it. One
mods
goes,
run
then
this
he's dead.
channel.
Then another
There's
goes,
nothing I
then
can
he's
do,
dead.
bro.
It's like a
They can do what they
gladiator
want.
where it's just like, we gotta do something for Michael.
Oh, bro.
I love this stun line.
And is there a reward? Zipan at least going to be played up, but does he get to work off the back of this? 2 towards
Wait, surely this
Vensive,
guy
Benji
breaks the
Fishy,
trip.
1 towards Heaven. Zipan.
Wait, what? That looks so whip.
Okay, yeah, he's got that. Benji Fishy goes down. That's B site on a
Yeah,
platter.
insta open B side. Boo goes to back his
Trying to keep
site.
some control here.
Artis.
Avoiding the
Oh,
utility towards back of the
misses?
site, but this is hard to avoid,
Hits.
right?
Oh my.
He plays ahead of it. Perfect.
Respect
Tries to go
though.
for the fall
Low
back to do
HP.
something, but it's allowed for time. Wood's now been able to get over towards the side of the map, so Angel and Sugetsu
Damn, bro,
try
this
and
kid's
bank on
pretty
the ult
pretty
coming in
insane.
here. And
The hell is
Sugetsu's
this
kinda
ult?
giving himself nothing to put. Oh my god, come off it.
So
Close
close rounds. 2 people it gets reset.
Well, I guess you're going to win that 1v2.
2 people that
Not now. Actually,
can't buy.
Heretics continue forward. And I just feel between these two, it has been, I don't say sloppy.
Hello,
that's the wrong
Bacan.
word,
Unlucky,
but
mate.
It goes from like 0 to 100.
It was a nice
in
try.
Such weird, like, installments almost.
Kind of just got lost
The
in the
timing
sand. That
is
was it.
definitely off, not just in terms of like an individual micro.
Could have been the
hey,
2
I'm gonna
now.
wall up too early.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's like you're expecting this like slow build up, but then it's like, oh, it suddenly explodes and busts, and you're like, okay, well, I wasn't really expecting that. That was a bit, yeah.
It's a little odd.
It is weird peaks and valleys in terms of pacing and everything from the
Yeah,
teams
these are the
and
2 that
from
couldn't buy, but they
they
actually get a
just explode.
pretty decent low
Yeah,
buy into
actually,
this.
Boo's going to be put on red alert and on notice early. Nice starting damage. Can't quite close down on that, but considering the buy they've got, you're looking for any of those small benefits. Again, going with Frenzy, Sheriffs, Spectres, Guardians. Koreans going to, I think he saw at least, I think he saw 2 players, if not 3, possibly.
Might have caught a second at the
Yeah.
very tail end, yeah.
Not sure if he quite caught the third, but Regardless, you're kind of in the right setup for this if you're imagining.
Oh yeah,
that
Bacon.
way,
We
as Benji
don't wanna
somewhat
don't wanna
solo
add
out
insult
towards
to
a
injury,
complete
Bacon, but we got some great
TP
clips of you.
towards backside. Boo, trying to play off his life here. Actually, that paranoia did really well to slow down that ability to close.
Oh
The flash was
my,
good, but
yeah, the
Rian's gonna
flash
bail
was
out.
good.
Offsets the
Shao?
target, push towards Pillar as Shao now trying to close down on this beautiful utility to clear through on the side, but it's still a 3v2. Mini Boom,
Oh.
Benji Fishy still alive, still kicking, and now it's just one. Ult gonna come into play. He knows both are on towards the site. How do you want to approach this? He's been clutched before. Does he have the chance to clutch up again now?
Pretty fast decision, and he knows that they're not going to cross back. Because why would they do it unless they double peeked?
Sort of scenarios.
And neither of them have 150 HP.
Who's the first? Sees nothing. Spots one left. He's waiting for that counter swing. Doesn't see it yet. Does he know where Shao is? Not a clue. And Shao's repositioned towards CT. Shao is playing time, and time alone. And the clock is on his side. You can hear it ticking and ticking. Benji Fishy just needs to play it to perfection, and he can't this time.
He got that a little bit close,
Disallowing
man.
any of that, playing very safe in the end, just slipping towards CT. The right call to be made as Navi now keeping the score within touching distance, 3 apiece.
Yeah, that might have been the kill that decided this one. The one over towards middle.
Something that Woot was aware of, just missed his shots, I think, and that opened the round up for Navi to be able to get into the site, get the spike planted, get the great positionings, leaving Benji in that 1 versus 2.
Raise ult, hero gun, raise ult as well.
Kind of, flipping the scenario on its head. We've got the decent purchase out for Navi. They do have Zipan's ult ready to go. On the other side, a couple of ults.
It's been a similar story in terms of boom balled into stun, but they decide not to do it this time. Question mark crate over towards B main. Heretics.
This round just to try and offset that very severe lack of purchase.
Sugetsu is doing damage over towards A.
Great here as Rian's
One double duel out here.
popping off shots, hoping for a connection, but still, they'd need something to really go wrong here as Angel steps up towards vents. Got to be careful.
We have the nice attacker spawn hold from Sugetsu, just in case anyone's
Yeah, just in case anyone's pushing
kept
all
going
the way through.
walkabout. But we haven't really seen that from Team Heretics. They haven't really pushed through and flanked, done these big flanks at all this series, I don't think.
No,
It's
really.
usually like a Navi thing to do, but
Yeah.
usually if you do it on your defense side,
Stack
then
is
you
not
look
the
out
one
for it
now.
on your attack.
Yeah.
Sugetsu's a big player that does that. B site open.
Yeah, there was a gamble stack coming out from Heretics. Opted to go for this A approach, put all the players there. Didn't
30
get a
seconds
reward
left.
for it. So it will be a plant. What is the one to do this? They will get themselves in a very
And
comfortable post plant. Any position they really
Benji
want
can
here.
stay alive, the others need to
Heretics
die.
are pretty much a mile away at this point.
I'd like to see Woot doing something with his Viper's Pit next round. He's had this for 2 or 3 rounds now. I think he's scared because Ipan has his Showstopper now. But it looks like these guys will go in for a little bit of a retake, maybe see if they can get some chip damage, upgrade some weapons.
Oh,
I like this play. Three makes sound over towards
anymore where that
spawn.
came from.
Gun tries to
Roaster
shoot
and
people in
CT.
the side.
Smoke towards main. They're starting to think about
Wait.
this one. Benji Fishy has given them pause for thoughts. Shao gonna deal with the wave coming through though. Gonna find 2, even look for a 3rd.
Oh,
He's got
good
3.
damage.
That's fine. No threat to the defuse
Yeah, you
now.
can
They
take
do
that.
get a rifle to walk
The
away with.
double
But for Navi, they'll be
armor
happy enough to
rebuy
take
on
the
top of
round
this
here.
as well. They ended up
Forward to
doing
the
good
lane,
damage.
Taking the lead now. As Heretics need to get a grip on this game, and Navi need to stabilize a little themselves.
Well, every round so far, we've seen Team Heretics doing the same start where their Vipers
I
basically
think
just
Heretics
denying
might
middle
need to
control
actually take
for
like
a
B
period of
main
time.
control though.
Navi
It's
is
the issue
so
at the moment.
happy to go with this, like,
These B
late
splits are
timing,
wrecking them a
40
bit.
seconds left, 30 seconds left, that they don't really
We'll
care
fight middle
about this
heavier.
mid-timing thing. I think what Team Heretics needs to do is something behind that. So they're denying all this mid space from Navi early,
Yeah,
but they're
and
not
they're probably talking about
transitioning
that
into
now.
anything for the late rounds. We haven't seen really any fights at B main. Last round, they were on an eco a little bit. We saw an A main push, but we haven't really seen a lot of extremity work. It's been really passive, but like not even fully passive. They've been bleeding out on the site, trying to hold the site. We haven't seen any gambles where they're just ready to
Both
fast
teams.
flood.
Yeah, this part of the bracket. I wouldn't be
Time out for
surprised
Heretics
if
means it's time to
these are the best
potentially
3
open up
teams
those
at the moment
options,
in
isn't it?
EMEA.
Maybe discuss
What it feels like.
going for some of those aggressive looks on the extremities with intent behind them, or problem is though, Navi get the opportunity with a little bit more of a buffer behind them to just go for a complete switch up as well. They still have that ult in hand for Zipan. A couple on the other side too though, and as you said, even just prior to this, I'd hope to see maybe Voot invest that somewhere opt that this is the round to do it, maybe. See how that affects Zipan potentially as well and his. So
Double check what this is. Backup gun. Oh, okay. Well,
I don't know, but we've got a tech pause.
that's annoying, man. A timeout into a tech pause.
Well,
welcome, Josh.
a game's not a game without a tech pause.
No,
for
this is the
fans.
perfect opportunity for you to tell me which bundle you bought. I'm so glad that they did this.
Are we actually going to do this right now? Because
Why is it such a big deal? Why is it such a big deal?
oh,
Thanks for the replay.
oopsie. I wonder what he probably was like putting a headset on or something, accidentally dropped something on the keyboard. Oops.
There was a water spill. I wonder if that was Rien's. Oh, you can. Oh, the tissues are out and everything. Don't distract us. Bundle, Josh. Which one? What'd you go for?
I went for the Sentinels bundle.
No, not on the mouse, Matt.
As basic as I am. The hell?
I love Zelsis.
Yeah. That's it. I love Zelsis. Brilliant. Thanks, Josh. Nice one. Yeah, I mean, this game just feels so close to cool still because it's like neither team is able to get that full. I don't say momentum behind them because that's such a wishy-washy term, right? It's kind of hard to quantify, but there's just it feels like a lack of stability from both. But neither are.
They pick up. I would say it probably is one of the most common reasons we get tech pause.
But I do feel Navi are getting closer to finding the tempo that's working here because I haven't seen any adjustments for that mid-take they've been doing every single time. They've been kind of getting their way in middle, whatever they want. There's not been a fight back, and as you highlighted, there hasn't been a fight for an extremity, so Heretics get no space to play for. So I'm waiting to see what they do because they did have the tactical before the technical, so hopefully they've addressed some of these problems.
It's still early.
Oh, we get a full... Dude, why is it on the mouse, Matt?
When you look at what rounds Team Heretics won, they won 3. Of those, one of them was an eco round where they got 2 classic kills to open it up, a sheriff kill on top of that, and then they were able to pick up a gun and close it.
Bro's asking for it.
That they win, I believe it was against like
on
a
the
Force
mouse,
or
Matt.
like an eco from Navi, not a great buy. And then one more of the next 4 gun rounds, they picked up 1 of them, whereas Navi got 3 of them. So Navi, again, like last map, is
why
doing
not?
Really
what do you mean, why not?
well, when it
look at
comes
what's going on.
And especially if they're able to use their ultimates, we haven't seen great ultimate usage from Team Heretics. And that's basically what we've seen throughout this entire series so far. So if we want to see Team Heretics start picking up more rounds, what I think we need to see is them sticking to what they do best, which is making sure that they're all alive for the retakes and having good reads on their defense to be at the right side at the right time and do these big team fights, big retakes, or big floods. And we haven't seen any floods, we've seen trickles.
Don't say flood and trickle after they've been spilling drinks all over the desk. You're going to encourage them. This is awful.
What are they going to do next? Pee themselves?
Okay, well, maybe not that far. You know, maybe we just get them like a little beaker, you know, a little cup or something, a little sippy cup. It's got to have a straw in it. They do have a lot of goods on the desk here. That does worry me. I'm seeing bottles here, cups there. Bloody hell. Rolling the dice, aren't they? We are getting back underway if you did.
Dangerously.
Yeah, apparently so. Coffee cups everywhere. Oh, dear.
I did a little bit of spill earlier, too. I swung around.
Really, Josh? They can't see my face, so you really just put that out there, huh?
I swung around, knocked that bottle of water, yeah.
Nice,
or
dude.
as you would say, a bowl of water.
That's exactly how I sound. Thank you so much for that. But we are back underway. Thank you for your patience. Apologies you had to listen to us for a
lot of
second
olds.
too long. I hated
A lot
it
of
as
olds.
well.
Double Razor and Rien's
for
1
now,
away from his.
we're looking
What is
for
the actual
adjustments.
change up
Show
from
me us on one.
Heretics?
We got the ult from Voot, right?
Okay, it doesn't even need to be much of a change up because they just Viper. Viper with the trip over towards here. Pretty much every team when they do this combo will do this for their ult.
Anything else to write home about?
I wonder if Navi is going to do something.
Are they going to send it into the Razor, or dude, we're going to have a Razor off?
Hit and end A, or are they going to do something where they
Gonna have
max
a
out
Razor
Woo?
off.
Or what are they doing? But they have that
nice.
showstopper, and they do have Prowlers.
I'm kind of hoping they try and filter through that way, but really quick pivot coming out from Heretics. Already Voot's left his ult. You're going to be hearing the ults
who
coming in
popped this
from
one?
Miniboo as well. They're still getting really, really heavily invested.
Yeah,
They
they'll
haven't
take
really
this.
seen a body. They've seen utility. This is just going to be a shot in the dark. They're probably not going to connect either. Viper's Pit's
Now they can
dropped
just
in
Razor
middle.
back.
And now Rien's just middle of no man's land. Navi just kind of like
Oh.
showed a little, and Heretics absolutely bit onto it. But fortunately for them, Miniboo and Voot are hitting shots. It's down to Artis and Sugetsu. It is Artis who's got the spike, but there's no easy route for him here. Maybe looking a little towards screens for a moment, but those smokes are dissipating. The options are getting more and more limited. He's got problems up top towards Heaven. through towards CT, and it's
Nice
clean
handle
cut
from
for
Heretics. We got to
I
shout
thought that was
out,
overreaction there, just,
Mini
but they
Boo
had players in the
here.
right place.
Looked like the water didn't
That was looking a
mess
little
up his
interesting. I thought Navi
aim on
wanted
this.
to kind of show that they had a lot of players there and then pump the brakes enough to make Team Heretics have a little bit of doubt of like what's actually happening.
Which kind of happened,
Yeah.
right? That was kind
That
of
was
there.
solid
It
though.
looked like a mini
Yeah,
like a
they
little
played it well.
drizzle coming out. And well, basically that's what happened. But Team Heretics, they had more players. So like the first round that they were defending A site, it was only really like Minubu comes out of heaven, and then there's
low buy.
and that's basically it. But now they have a third player as well, and that was enough for them to stabilize there with the 2 deaths for the 3 kills. That's all you really need to do on defense. Just make sure that you have like 1 more kill than death. Keep those numbers.
Now, early work from Navi. Look, I don't know if Voot caught a glimpse.
That
just
is
as
scary.
Smoke was dropping.
Smoke came up at pretty much the perfect time. I'm not sure he saw the
trip.
trip.
Do they get a challenge on this? I mean, Voot, how do you play this one?
He's real
You're
committed.
gonna tether and paint shells him?
It looks exactly like that was the plan. He does get away with his life.
Oh boy, yeah, and they did a lot of damage with this as well. 3 HP.
Artist got the trade there.
Wait,
That's an upgrade available, but still,
Xiao
you look at what
so
Xiao's
nearly
walking away
died
with
then.
is
I'm pretty
3
sure he
HP.
went into the molly. I think
He's
it was
still
5
alive.
HP. Then he might have tapped the
You can see
molly.
stack from Heretics. There's 4 players on this side of the map. If
Oh,
they get it through
Parson.
fence anywhere? I mean, Heretics, this is a real investment. Starting to doubt themselves. They're already starting to peel away Voot, but sticking around was Mini Boot. Re-ends.
Whoa.
Oh, the shot not on there.
I thought he
HR
had
does it,
that.
And little by little, they're working this out. TP to back of the site. Boot.
Wait, he hits the cancel on this.
30 seconds
How do
left.
you want to play this?
They go
And
1-1
Navi
each
aren't sitting
site.
pretty. Their HP is low. Angel 45, Xiao 3, Sugetsu 51.
Yeah, I mean, this is
Voot.
definitely doable on
Split
site.
between the maps here. Split between the sites even on this map here. Boo's gonna hear all this. Does he get the timing? Right, he does. 13 seconds. They have to commit, and Boo's still here. Paranoia,
10
Smoke,
seconds left.
TP. The lot of it, and they have no idea.
Oh my
Angel
God,
seems
he's done
none the
great.
wiser. The TP
It
was
had the
taken,
TP
and
though,
Xiao
right?
is
Can
gonna
extra
have to be a hero.
smoke over towards
3
spawn.
HP and a Guardian. This is brutal for him, but at least he's got the time on his side, right? That is the only benefit to this.
Does Boo use his TP for info here?
He's gonna smoke it.
No.
Opting to smoke off Shout.
Shadows traveling.
Smoke goes in. He's creeping a bit closer here.
No. Okay, lovely. Shout out to Boo here. Boo played this very, very well. I like the Viper smoke over towards site as well. They played very well into this.
All their eggs in one basket, right on towards B after that.
I feel like
Initial
that's
real
been the big
contact here,
change.
1-for-1 trade
The
out pretty
Viper,
much, but
the Viper
damage that
smoke
was received towards
over
Navi
towards
was
B.
monumental.
So that he actually has some more util to play
It
around.
was monumental. I
10
don't
seconds
understand though. It feels like Team Heretics, when I watch them play this, feels like they don't know what they want to really control on their defense side. They're not even fighting for the sites. They're fighting for kind of like a lot through B heaven, a lot at middle, and they're not really like securing good positions so that they can have like a really nice retake. It looks like they are doing this trickle thing, and in order to do this type of style, they do need to have that freedom of rotating through middle, getting from B
Through
heaven
backside
through the
B.
vents to A,
Yeah,
vice
he
versa,
actually is.
because if you
Anytime
don't
he's
do it
in
like
that
that, and
square
you wanna be
behind
able to do
the.
this, trickle style,
I mean,
or
honestly,
sorry,
anywhere in
flood
B.
style where you're just fighting all at once.
He was getting a little
and
bit wrecked
coming
first
out
half, though.
When the attackers are going in for
I like the change of
execution.
putting
If you miss that
Woot's
timing, then
smoke
it all
there.
falls apart. And I do wonder if Team Heretics if this is a reason why we haven't really seen them strong on split all season, and not even just the season. Like we saw it also going back to Madrid and even kickoff. They haven't looked strong, and I do wonder if this is the reason, and they're fighting for the wrong spots, and we need to see them start using different parts of the map more.
That could be an overall ethos change at that point, but 5-4,
I mean, it's really good for defense. You have 5 and you lost pistol.
not bad. Not bad.
They can make something work.
Good. Now, as close as we are, who's going to tip the
Okay,
scales?
and
Money starting to run
Heretics
a
go
little dry
back
for
to
the
their
Navi side, but
smoke
still able to
cycle
get
in
a
middle.
purchase here. One away for the ult from Artist, that could be on the cards. As already trying to prioritize this B main control. Sugetsu on the other side of the map. Still going to keep them somewhat respecting that, but Artist not going to get what he wants at the start here. Again, going back to this mid take, possibly. It feels like they rinse and repeat.
Team Heretics, they've done their job. They've stalled out long enough. Now they can give up middle, and then they can take it like an extremity. They know B main was exposed early in the round. They know they're losing mid now, so I think they're expecting it might be a B hit. Here comes the dog to reclear B main. They're going to get this information on the breach.
Good info with that. They're going to
like,
hold 3
hey,
here.
It's probably a B hit, but they're not doing anything yet off of this. They're just standing around in the B site.
Which is a bit, maybe still second guessing themselves. This is where they are going.
I think they want to
It feels
take B
like
main.
going to invest the Seekers that seem a little lost as well. But making their way through two, going up towards middle.
B fake and go A with a Nightfall, I think. Nope, he's coming back. Sugetsu's coming back. Sorry.
I mean, this Fade's going to hit him all.
As well. That would feel like
hit at least 2.
Choice, but doubling down on this, I think the Nightfall will only catch 1. Not sure if it got the second there. No, it did. Okay, Miniboo got caught as well. There is a third unknown.
Oh my god.
Body, and Miniboo's in a lot of trouble. He needs help from Rien's desperately. Navi starting to flood on through. Zipan there and Boo by his side, though, going to take away the tip of the spear. Turns around to look towards main. They know that's where Artis is coming from. An Angel outdoes Rien's. 10 seconds now, they clear back of the site. Site should be
hold up, this can get spammed.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, those got close on this.
Make sure of that. As Benji Fishy
Fade Util was pretty good on this round.
This guy's pulled off 1v3s before.
Didn't feel comfy for Heretics. They kind of, once they gave up B Heaven, it didn't look too good. I thought they were gonna, when the Seekers went out from site and only one of them went B, I feel like the reaction should be to take B control there. 3 people on site.
Tap on the spike to try and draw someone in. Clean. Perfect. Does he get another chance? Can he read the post plant? Not well enough. Artis, good positioning. Not much more to be done for him there. And Navi flooding through Heaven worked out so well for them. I was kind of in agreement with you that I thought it was going to be that pivot towards A, through the vents, kind of playing off the back of that. That felt logical, but even now they were still up to the challenge, even if it got a little bit dangerous towards the side.
It's like 2 things happening, right? You have the Navi indecisiveness that we saw throughout Lotus as well, that they are kind of going to like one spot and then it feels like it's not one cohesive voice. It's like multiple people having different thoughts, and one person saying like, "Oh, we should do this," and someone else is like, "No, no, no, I did this, so like, we should go back." And then, you know, that causes it to be so disjointed.
It does feel a little jilted, but
and they want to force through this.
Going out to play. We've got 2 Vandals into this, which is Boo and Miniboo. That's about it.
A nice force though. EP in, satchel through.
And it feels rinse and repeat. The difference is that Boo's actually gone walkabouts.
I like this from Boo. I feel like
got double hero gun.
To do this
Artis has his ult,
but this is a great
and the Omen flash goes in and just didn't hit anyone.
I mean,
the theory
behind it, but like if you stand there with your gun out, you're chilling. I think he was like focusing too much on his team.
Yeah, and 6 with a chance to get 7. It could be a very nice half.
When you just drop what you're doing and your job to start focusing on other things around the map, as they're just bleeding out here.
Yeah, Navi will be grinning with this round. Probably the most comfortable round they've had in a while. And as much as it sounds silly, credit as well to Artis to being on the point. We haven't seen that B main control at all, really. We haven't seen that like tested particularly yet. It's been something we've been wanting to see.
Right.
And even highlighting it happened that late, but still being cognizant of the fact, still being very much on the job. And the site should be theirs. Again, it's just Benji Fishy. This time not even going to get played in Navi. Making it up to 6 here with an Andalusia flawless. So everything moving in the right direction towards the final round of the first half.
Rolling Thunder for Artis as well. The last time they had it, they did end with B. They've been taking super fast mid control as well, so I could definitely see Navi doing something.
Is the inaccuracy mechanics for ropes again? Yeah, pretty much no inaccuracy on that.
We have the breach ulti, and we pop that.
There is no mechanics.
And we're just going to see this fast crunch towards B. I don't know if it's going to happen at the start of the round or if it's something that they're going to pop like around 1 minute or 50 seconds left.
I mean, you would expect Artis to use his ult into this one.
We have a challenge on this. Maybe they were going to go for a fight on one of the edges of the map, but not to be, again, even with the 3-play stack on A. A little bit more of a challenge.
I do like what they've done though, like the wall over towards here with the smoke default means the Cypher can't play A. They're trying to make sure that Benji's never playing A.
Heretics kind of roaming around. Navi just going through their standard protocols, right?
Or at least has a rough time over towards A.
This is a breach ulti, a Rolling Thunder into B Heaven. These guys all get just demolished by it. And here's the dog reclear.
Time to hunt.
It is.
Scout destroyed.
Okay, trade in middle.
Great trade.
How effective is this? That's the question.
The good nade to
At
stop
least
them
one
from
player
fast
affected
flooding though.
potentially. Two, the paranoia on top, but Benji Fishy sitting deep towards CT. He's not involved
See what the kill
yet, but he
trips
wants to
get.
keep some control. Actually getting much closer here. Trying to slip back into this. This is audacious. Timing is everything in this one, and it's a very, very thin knife edge that he's walking on here. But it's Rien's actually with the bailout. But
Yeah, and they still the tether on the floor, right?
Is the utility connected? He's still
Oh my
good
god, he's
for
still
it.
got a kill.
Great trade from Artist though.
Who is here so early?
And Boo just creeping close to the inevitable death. 6-6.
Still angry they
Well, there's
planted
something
there.
you don't see every day. I feel like planting at that box, and we saw this in the other round as well when Navi did it in the.
Yeah, he
know,
should
1 versus 2.
he should probably
Planting
tuck in.
that box is
I think he loses anyway, but
something that you kind of like do as a last resort. So Artist was like, I want to plant kind of at an off angle and just chance that he doesn't walk out of me. But 6-6 is anyone's game. Team Heretics, look at 6 without pistol on their defensive split, looking pretty good.
I mean Navi won pistol though, right? He'd probably say 6 is decent.
Wow. 6-6.
Heretics better on attack. We're not really sure. It's the first time we've seen them with this comp, so that could work well. The good news is as well for them is there is so many ways to play the Viper Cypher that
observing in Europe. That's crazy.
it might catch them off a little bit.
Bully observers, but since Prius, you know, you gotta up the ante. But Angel, oh, you're playing a dangerous game. You gotta slip back a little deeper here. Oh look, no harm, no foul. All
Wait,
good.
the hell is that
Didn't see a single
smoke?
thing wrong.
Who's done this lineup?
You can't sit halfway between this. Fortunately for him, the dog doesn't actually clear close. Now it's going to find him, and now he is very dead. He's exceptionally dead. He's been put in his grave.
Boy, how on after they lose this with Benji doing the latest luck as well? Do we say that this is already a pistol round 1? Because it should be. Angel body blocked it? Oh, really?
Contact towards heaven. You can see who's turning.
Respect.
Sugetsu, right? Sugetsu wants to be the one to keep that in check. Doesn't find what he wants.
Did he actually? That's kind of sick.
Still, Boo down below. It's such a late bit of timing from Benji Fishy. Unfortunately for Benji Fishy,
Although it
his
mattered
team
too
done
much,
very
but-
well. No threats really on the side.
Yeah, and Benji finally gets involved in this round. This was a great round though. Wall over towards B, dog goes behind, clears all of the site, then obviously stun into drop the...
I mean, it's like both teams
And
here on
they
their
just flash
defense,
off of it.
Same thing, being caught out of position, being in places where, like, what is your actual
What are you
goal
trying to
here?
achieve
Like, what are you
here?
doing?
Yeah.
Because you're not stopping them if they're coming here, but you're also not spotting them deep for info to see like, oh wait, they're walking to B main. I'm gonna back out. I'm gonna call for my teammates to
Yeah,
start
they're allowed a
shifting
death
over.
on this. This
You're
is quite
kind of
a
like,
quite an
as you
invested
said,
buy.
no man's
Most
land. Be
teams
somewhere kind of with
doing,
purpose.
and
Doesn't matter
honestly
what
even
you do,
Heretics
just have
first map,
purpose,
right? They
but
were only
don't
doing
just
3
kind of
rifles.
Walk about lackadaisically.
So, I mean, it depends which way you're rooting, but
Benji saw 2 here, and there was a fade eye, so he knows that that's 3. Do they insta-react over towards B with that info?
He is a little ahead of the ball. Dog's there. This time we're going to try and back away. Smoke it, and he doesn't get caught off.
Oh, this isn't looking too bad for Navi right now. Got 3 sheriffs.
That wall
They
usually
denied
allows the
the
attackers
Sky
to walk
Dog,
into the back of
which
the
is
site.
normally the one that kind of
You
scouts
need to
everything
position
out.
yourself. Oh,
This is, yeah, no, this is the human drone.
dear.
So this
That's
is
the alarm
the
bell
second
ringing.
Sky
That
Dog in
wasn't
terms of
meant to
Benji
have such
Fishy.
success on the other side
Just
of that.
scouting
They're
out
trying
the
to
site
reinforce
and
this
then can
B side,
potentially call him
get
back.
bodies down here. And Angel's maybe question marking this. Okay, they're going to try and rotate. Where do they go? Through middle? They're going to try and take sewers? Are they going to go through T-spawn? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
this is
try
the
and
best way
find
to
out,
play
but
it. He just
65
has full
HP. He's
info.
already got a sheriff
And
to
now
do
he
it,
calls
so
him back.
now they start question marking what they want to do. They've got 45 seconds. They've got a good amount of control, but how has Artist just walked down here? He's just navigated past Benji Fishy, but
Might get a little
there is
bit
still the
weird.
issue. He only has
Might get a
classic.
little bit
Something
weird.
else and, hey, maybe, but
When does
him in his face
when does Benji
kind of makes
even
them wanna still
consider
believe
looking
this man,
behind
right?
him?
They're still going, well, they're not here, right?
They
They're not
check
on
the
site.
site,
Benji Fishy,
right?
God knows where
I
he's
don't,
gone.
I don't actually
No
think
one
they
else is
check the
around.
site.
Navi's thinking Benji Fishy's
He has a
all the way to
classic
backstab
though.
B, but
There's 20
the rotation
seconds.
all the way back
I'm
to A.
nervous, man.
All right, Artist, a classic.
Because I don't think they're
dream.
going to check him.
I remember the days you could walk on water. Ah, those days,
Honestly,
there was an
respect, because he
echo
did
of
get
them.
checked here. He did great.
Can't quite walk on water this time, though. Sheriff's left, really, in the hands of Angel and Shout. And we've got to get to work
Yeah,
here.
and
Bulldogs,
big
rifles,
shout out to
these are
Benji
valuable
Fishy here.
items, so if any of them get cost, you know, that could be a little bit of a downside.
Goes over
but
towards site, picks
stands
up the
looking like
gun as
eight
well,
is
so any
pretty
kill,
much set.
or any death, we should say,
Unlikely
is
to see that
expensive.
change here.
Camera is destroyed.
Benji Fishy got to be a little cautious. No problems in that. Boo did fall. But again, you don't want to be cost any more here.
Yeah, he might get Benji, right?
So Heretics keeping everything moving in the right
Lovely
direction.
round
But
from
Benji
him.
Fishy, that pick was pretty much the opportunity they were waiting for there.
Yeah,
They
if
could have
this
gone for that
if
B-Tech,
this
right? They
duel
could have
here
gone for
goes
what
the
they were
opposite way,
initially eyeing
it's
up,
a
but there were
disastrous
3
round.
players by that point.
It was a good audible from them. And if this is the adjustment that we're going to see Team Heretics making here, where they're kind of doing a slow spread default. They know that as soon as they get a pick or as soon as they show numbers in an area, instantly we're going to see people moving around, pushing.
Like
We saw it
this.
from Artis, we saw it from
3 people
I
bought a
think it was
sheriff,
Sugetsu.
so 3 people are on light
Team
armor.
Heretics is waiting for this. This is a great adjustment for them to make. Instant push here.
Ooh, we go in aggro with this as well. I like a lot of this, and this wall here is really good because a lot of the time you have to jump peek to do it. And Ardis is the only person with heavy armor though, so
You felt like the Heretics were caught off by that. That could have been lovely, but
yeah, and the wall can definitely go up, and it's normally a jump peek.
presence shown now towards B main. You can see the adjustment.
It says he insta does it, and it doesn't even matter if you're heavy armor because the wall literally takes him down minus 30 and it's a one shot. It's a lovely plan. Even if they have heavy armor, they still have to go through to get you info. It's a great way of having extra pressure from this. Because us in Liquid, we used to have this wall as like a strat just if we wanted to have an attacker up. Just because it's so hard to get info here.
It's all about Zepan. Can you move
Let's
into
go.
a better position for your team? Xiao's going to anchor the back of the site as well. They're way too
Pick the
split.
site with
Everyone's
2
1-1-1-1.
people. We have no flash for Shao, no nade. Wait, how the...
which these guys are
Hey.
capable of, but
The hard round, man. Shao needs to smoke to his right.
Good for the pick
Wait.
towards Benji Fishy and the follow-up. You talk about individual brilliance, he's got some and then to spare.
30 seconds
And already
left.
Miniboo does try and start clearing through by screens, but there's still the 2 players on the side. You got 25 seconds.
How are these guys
Mike
on
is
site,
not to hand,
owning
and
it?
Boo's walking in with just a sheriff here. Miniboo left with it all to do. 19 seconds, and it's comfortable in the end. Navi,
How is... Did Zipan just
there
kill
was a second
everyone
of
through
danger,
smoke?
But a bailout from Zipan does wonders for them.
Those 2 picks at Heaven were crucial to convert that round, and I wonder if Team Heretics was a little bit sloppy.
Oh.
It was
man.
just
Okay,
a
it was there. It was
spray
just a
through that,
spray.
yep. Wow.
I mean, was it a little bit too early to go? Like, the smoke
Yeah,
wasn't
probably
there yet.
probably if they're going for the
Sight line
smoke, were
that
they trying to
straight
do the
line.
one-way smoke, or what? Would have been better to just do that one
That's
straight
a
on the
gateway
floor.
Back into this game. Navi was starting to look a little not stalled out, but it started to get scary because Heretics
Oh,
were
that could have been the whole game done if they lost that round.
That momentum up can somewhat humble them, keep that economy from swelling out of control. No ults to bank on. I mean, Rienz is 1 off from his, 2 for Xiao. Zipan only 1 away. That can be huge. He's able to get that going early, and it looks like there'll be that battle between Benji and Zipan. They continued on that path.
Maple Brown, thank you so much for that, man, by the way. Appreciate the 9 months. Thank you so much. And Mosef as well with the Prime.
I like this from Navi.
Oh,
My
Miniboo,
goodness,
no,
he
that's saving
committed
him,
heavy.
helping
Yeah,
out
they
there.
tried to force
Between
through
the
middle,
power and all the
and it
pressure,
did
there's
not
nothing
work
you
out
could
well.
have done.
Navi with 4 people to
The
try
rest of
shut this
Heretics
down
now are gonna
early.
have to work with far less. This is on the back of maybe Benji finding a little bit of room to work here. Does he catch some timing potentially? Oh, he's praying they don't clear corners. And well, they gave it
Oh,
that's what he gets
hold up.
to. That's the ult.
5v3.
Benji,
Benji, dude, Benji's been unreal on this map so far.
Artis
Realizes there's a spot over towards
Who's gonna drip
spawn.
back towards screens, but Benji
Oi,
Fishy
what a shot from
tried to get
Shao.
ahead.
Overheated a little bit.
Tried to get ahead.
Yeah, he might have just had to
Now,
hold
sights
on
theirs,
to the
right?
map
They
control.
can get the plant. They don't quite know where Artis has gone because it was, I think, Xiao who got the
Still,
kill there.
he made it into a winnable round.
Goes for the plant
Chao hit a
behind the
huge
screen.
shot as well.
It's on Boot and Boot. A little bit of kit left as well. Smokes on Xiao. Utility on Angel. Plenty on Artis. This is very difficult to hold.
Great smoke.
A little bit of a one-way for Heaven's going to force them all out through screens. That smoke at lower might telegraph this as well.
Okay, got to deal with that. They're already going to be taken over towards Pillar, waiting late towards Heaven's going to be 1. 2 towards Pillar. Boot needs a clean kill. Can't just can't snap, but it's a
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What are we
Oh,
up to?
he thought he was sound. He thought he was sight, and I don't know if he made sound towards elbow or
thought
not.
that the player was going through elbow. Xiao was going to go through
no.
elbow.
Yeah,
He was
he thought he was
trying
going.
to go around and play
Yeah.
ring around the rosy, but he must have got the call late or just not processed the information.
man.
If he was gone out there, yeah, it could have been a different
Devastating round.
story.
Oof.
A nice
It is
attempt in the
a
3v5. They did
bloody
good.
hell, but that's, I don't know what the money's not good for Heretics. I know that much. So this is where it can really start turning. We know that Navi traditionally do nail it in the gun
Whoa.
rounds, right? They've been really solid overall in that regard, but
And even here at middle, I liked what they did a lot. They know Benji Fishy's towards A, which means he's probably alone. He throws his camera up. I love what they do, right? Zyben, he peeks, he breaks the camera. Instantly, they group towards mid, and they're doing a fight
with
both
the
people.
double rounds in a
Two or
row,
three,
they go to
they're grouping
eco, and we get the
immediately and
attack
doing that fight 'cause
judge.
they know that that next step is going to be there at mid.
Attack judge, is he double satcheling to heaven,
Ahead of this
or?
utility, so not gonna be able to get that nice little crunch.
Oh
going
my
on here.
goodness.
Oh, gap closing. Dives in head first, but Navi responds quickly.
Dude, shout out to Artis here, because if he doesn't go sight and there's a gun down, like, that's a different round. Yeah, Artis did great here. Artis has been playing well.
Trying to get this game building very favorably for them now. One off from double digits.
Of the
couple of ults in hand too.
love the double
Everything's
satchel
looking
judge
really
here.
solid for them here.
One of the things we've seen from Team Heretics is that they've been 5-manning a lot.
Yeah.
We've seen the occasional kind of spread default into a play. They do have Sky Seekers right now. I would love to see them use it on a fake. Do something where they take an extremity or mid, one or the other first, and then take the second after, and then pop the Seekers, probably from middle, to use that kind of a rock.
Say like I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, dude. I mean,
I don't know if it's gonna be
the breach is. He's always good. He's always been good on Initiator. He's obviously looks a lot better on Duelist, but
we've seen them, except for kind of piss around where Angels and
it's
Neo
more
is,
the Sentinel
you
that
get
isn't
one out.
his.
But every round, once Team Heretics
his
has
style.
shown where they are, Navi is trying to take control of another area, or they're trying to group and fight. We saw them group and fight a couple rounds ago, and a few rounds before that, it's just like, oh, you're towards A, okay, I'm taking B. Oh, you're towards middle, okay, I'm taking B. Oh, you're towards B, I'm taking mid.
A lot to discuss in very little time for Heretics. Trying to get everything in line, trying to identify what Navi been doing so well, and that's time up, right? So they've got to get a plan in mind. They have those Seekers to work with. They do have the TP on Boo as
Imagine
well,
Angel on Jet. Dude, the world's not ready for it. It would probably. I imagine Angel on Jet would look like when Yampy first tried Jet. Just dashing at people.
That's going to come into play here, but
That's the kind of stuff I imagine.
Finding boatloads of success, but they need to convert this into a round. There's been 3 back-to-back.
We've seen it. When was that?
Money's going to be finding
We saw it.
stability.
Did we see it on this map? Wait, what the hell?
And here it is, a proactive start already. Paint
What
chill
the?
off the rip, B main control.
Oh, oh,
Fully in place.
oh,
Food.
oh! Man, they dumped so much util to kill this guy. Whoa, whoa!
The timing on this one
What is going
all
on this
over the
round?
shop.
Yeah, and you would imagine that
Angel's
Angel's in a good posture.
I
didn't think it was gonna look like that, but he does get the kill.
It's all bizarre. It's topsy-turvy. Do they get to play him in? They do. Boo finds the timing right, and he gets out of danger. So they can now pause, slow things down for a
What
second.
the hell is this first 30 seconds of this round?
They've still got over a minute to work with.
And Benji's still alive for Team Heretics, and he's been so crucial for them. It's like a night and day difference though when he's online and activated.
Artis
especially when
goes
he's in
back
these
sight.
clutch and mid-round
Shao
situations,
pretty
it
close on the
looks so
rotate.
good.
They've read this
I'm
one
so
right.
surprised that, I don't want to keep banging on Lotus, but he was not getting that same sort of value or impact at the start of the game, and now he's just really unlocked at the moment.
Let's see if Artis can match any of that.
Yeah, Artis could save
He's a
this.
legend in his own right, but now he's going to need some key.
standing. 30
I mean,
seconds left.
I don't want to ever play against Benji Fishy. You see what it's like from the opponent's perspective? It's horrific. Just get jump scared by the little pinhead coming out without his hat on. And now Shao, oh man, position's just been pinged.
It's a lovely ult, man.
And you've got a firing squad to the right. And you've got a player playing in an off angle.
Oh.
Oh my god,
Oh.
a nice try from Shao.
What?
Damn, dealt with Benji
Dude, he
Fishy
was
and
so
through
on
there,
top
but
of the
yeah,
other
really
person
nice
swinging to where it
space
should be
control
as
there. What's it
well.
gonna
You
be
would,
comfortable?
I mean, I don't even
We're
blame him
tied
for
up
thinking
even.
that that's the setup.
But that start again, Josh, like look at this.
Got your
That's so unfortunate. I mean, the timing was just off a tiny bit. If Artis was
What
able to
even
get
is
flash
that,
like
Joel?
a fraction of a second earlier, if the showstopper came out a fraction of a second earlier, or I mean, that was a sick shot too. So what can you do about it?
Yeah.
They're stressed in the seats.
Yeah,
Straight up sigh of relief
as
here.
usual, boys, all going well, fully intended. Okay, shades of a similar look
Fast
towards
round,
B main. That
B
sounds
main
like high
take.
priority plays.
Oh
They wanna be trying
my
to get- look at the intent
god.
behind this. Sending the ult down. Actually,
Yeah,
his
and they're
food's
just
still good for one
crunching
point
over
Artis.
towards Wu, and
Trades
they
that
already
range,
have
but
A
this map
heaven
gets
control.
divided in a very
And
unique
where are
way.
where
Mid
is
control
everyone going?
gained, B main
Because you
control
would imagine
gained,
they
but then
just
on the
straight up
trade-off,
rushing towards A.
Heretics have
Angel has
access
ult to
towards A.
retake
Yeah,
this.
there's
They
still
have
a play
heaven
here in the
control.
form of
Sights
Sugetsu,
now
but
clear.
if they can at least
Where's
secure
Boo
this pass,
smoke?
they should be, I don't want to say comfortable, but it's very, very doable to get
They
a
would love
safe
a smoke
farm here, but
spawn. Okay, there
all
we
this
go.
time being purchased,
Okay,
it's
now it's
allowed this
fade ult.
rotation now.
But then when they fade ult, you.
Oh, Benji.
Oh, he had the
Oh,
attack
you're
trip
just a
here.
criminal with it. And again, this is the map I think against
Dude, that was the
Benji
fatal.
Fishy for the first time truly stood out to me. I think they still lost the series anyway, but still, that guy was filthily good at this. But with 3 players for Navi,
What's Benji's score right now? Is he just not getting multi-kills pretty much every round? Feels like he's fragging heavy.
Right here. And that's enough.
It's worth it.
Yeah, that secures it. No one going down as well. Money's out of control. Yeah, just let him have it. Honestly, let him have it.
Take it from there. 10's all they get. But Heretics walk away with 4 alive. I mean, yeah, the Bulldog's still in play, but still, this has been a very valuable round for them after a highly volatile start with all that B main control, the pressure in middle.
I think Benji had 21 kills in that split game against PRX, and I think he surpassed that. He's about 22 or 23 at the moment.
Yeah.
So even
He's fragging real heavy.
24.
Not
even.
bad. Not bad going.
It's okay. Yeah, no, he's doing a really good job.
It's Fortnite kids, man.
Because a lot of his kills are high impact, right? It's disrupting the retakes. It's winning in a clutch situation.
It's killing the big ult that was for the retake. Yeah.
Call an audible and have his team come back to his site. But I really like it. We're seeing kind of like a deja vu from the last game with Team Heretics, how they're doing.
I like the
these
teams have a
fast
different
splits.
lineup for this smoke now. The other one
Here we go.
can be a little
This
bit
is
too
where it gets
risky.
so damn close. Navi going for a heavier stack towards the A side, leaving just Shao.
He's in the pods that
pretty
sees
much
above
to
this though.
be in, I mean, near on middle as well. Yeah, he's got a little bit of help from Sugetsu, but he's over towards the vent side. So if Shao goes down,
Dude,
floodgates are
Sky
open.
dug this,
How
right?
much damage can one man
Oh
do?
no,
Nothing. Mini boost
that
switch
crumbled
past
so
him in a
heavy.
heartbeat. The site's theirs. Yeah, there's gonna be pressure
Yeah.
on Heaven now, but by this
Oh, well.
point, you can start
Dude,
looking at
look at
securing the site
Benji
itself.
Fishy.
This is very early work.
He's
1
so
minute, 10
far
on
away.
board. Gonna be denied at least the plant for the first attempt, but there'll be more than that coming their way. And here he is.
Oh, Fado into... Wait, the Fado got them nothing.
Secured the site, secured the plant. Navi working with sheriffs. They do have the 2 rifles, one with Zipan and one with Sugetsu.
Oh.
And wait on that late lurk. He waits all day for this.
Yeah, he's on the latest luck we've ever seen. He's still in sewers.
Dodging bullets.
How's this guy alive?
Coming that close. He's gotten away with pretty much holding this line here. Does get overwhelmed by
Whoa,
Zipan,
hold up.
who's got the follow-up too. This is now getting a little bit dangerous. Then you can now see Benji Fishy getting involved here. Vu is holding the back line well, keeping that all in play. Vu getting a
Benji,
little bit
man.
more curious, and here he comes. Finally makes
Dude,
his
he
appearance.
really waited
Out of
for
the
it.
shadows, basically, with 11 rounds now
Really,
for
really
Heretics.
waited for it.
Navi.
It did
gonna
just
start
slow
feeling
by
the
here.
strain here. This is getting really
Good,
dangerous.
imagine it's a
This is
timeout.
turning points.
I like how Team Heretics is conditioning Navi so hard right now, but I'm also not impressed at all by Navi's utility usage. There's so many abilities being used from B Heaven before they're ready to go for the retake. We're seeing paint shells coming in to stall the plant by a few seconds, or stun coming a few seconds after that, a nightfall coming a few seconds after that. If they dump everything kind of all at the same time and flood in with it, maybe they have a chance to convert that round, but they're just
I'll
kind
be
of
out
like,
if they lose,
"Oh,
yes.
I'm just gonna do this, I'm gonna
So this
like,
is pretty
talk
much
first,
the
make
big
a
buy
plan,
round.
and then execute the plan. We're not talking first before we start just dumping everything.
Yeah, you want to see that intent behind it, right?
Yes.
It's
Use
true, that
utility
that
with
Fado
this,
didn't
follow
make
it
too
up,
much
but
sense. Like, they
yeah, maybe
didn't
that's
do
a
anything
pause
with
point
it,
here for Navi.
really.
Still
It
smiles
might have been because the
on
Viper
those
came up, who
faces,
knows?
but going to see those smiles converted, hopefully some value in game here, because they are being stalled out. This is 3 back-to-back now. Heretics
25
stringing
to
together rounds,
14.
Getting some security building. I mean, Benji Fishy currently sat on 5.6 credits. You've got 4.9 on Voot. They're starting to get some real stability to their buys, so they've got a little bit of depth to them. Last couple of calls going to be made between the boys here for Navi. They better have a plan in mind, because as it stands, they're being really pushed to their limits, and map 1 was not theirs. It was a close
I think they
game.
Omen flashed it.
Heretics walked away with a
It
win.
looked pretty
We're
far
all
away, though.
surprised to
You might
see
be right.
Split coming
There was
through
no one
as map
close to
2, 'cause
spawn,
it was a
though.
very dangerous choice. One that sat traditionally in Navi's hands. Certainly not with Heretics. As it stands, they are up 11-9. And this is getting to crunch time now for Navi. Have they found a solution? Do they have something in mind? If it keeps going this way, Heretics are winning a 2-0. Oh, right up the rim.
Well.
Look at Mini Boo here, straight up the guts.
Guys in heaven, we're 5 seconds in.
Even if he just holds his position for a second, they're going to try and dig him out of it, but his position alone is a thorn in their side.
Oh boy.
They don't. Do they know?
I feel like Zipan's aware.
Oh
No,
boy.
he had no idea.
Yeah, did he just think he wasn't
going
gonna do it?
Now they're on an island, these 2 players on this B site. No support coming for a second now. Has to be a
Oh,
bailout
the
from
trades
Angel.
are
There's not
incredible.
enough, really. He needed more than
Yeah,
one.
dude, Zipan
And
just
now
didn't think he was
Shouts
gonna
against
go
what
for
do you
that.
do here? You got 2.5, 8K, 800 behind you. They have very little money to work with, but they've got to go for something. Maybe that lost bonus kicking in at some point, but Zugetsu and Shout Gotta make mountains out of this.
Oh no, Team Paranoia.
Rough. Okay, first step. Miniboo goes down.
It's a start.
Need some more. Looking at these post plants as well, difficult. We still got Boo sat just below them, so if they do try and cross towards the side, there is going to be that threat there. Benji on the back of the side.
Hold up.
Gives away the game a little
Oh,
bit, but
okay.
it's
Well,
re-ends on the
just I
swing.
got a little bit excited. I was
Using
like,
that
wait.
contact on Boo as the swing
Okay,
point, and it
3
works.
chances
That's
for them to
12
end this in
now.
a 2-0
If
and
there was gonna be a round, it had to
wreck
always be the
Navi
one
once
just
again.
gone for Navi.
double
Because now
single,
they're gonna be
double single
skint.
limb.
They don't have all to depend
Same
on.
outcome,
They don't
maybe.
have all of this buffer. And Miniboo just out of nowhere, flying right up middle, getting behind them. That is going to be devastating for Navi.
The only thing that Navi has right now really that they could rely on is a Viper's Pit, but Team Heretics, with either the mid conditioning where they fake that they're going there, or actually going there through mid, I think Navi has to block that. They need to use that breach stun on it, they need to do something to stop it, because they can't let Team Heretics have full reign over mid.
Yeah, they got to stop the rot right now, because this is getting down to the dangerous point in the game.
What are we
Angel
missing? I mean,
trying
we're
to
missing
sway them
guns.
From coming towards B main, but they are on the
Definitely
other
missing
side of this.
guns.
If you get contact on the Prowler, no. With that late presence through sewer by Benji.
So Cage over towards middle to create a little bit of pressure to be able to clear that right now. And I tell you what, this B wall is causing Navi, it's causing them so much trouble. It really is.
Prowler invested, Angel caught again, punished in these no man land positions. An effective trade comes out.
Yeah, and Benji's been mixing it up, man. Been mixing it up so well. Fast luck, late luck.
They can't feel secure, so they try and play ahead. They try and be proactive in this. Maybe the right call, maybe not, but Artis is going in. He wants in, he's desperately trying. He's gonna only get them one. It's down to Shao and Sugetsu, otherwise this is wraps. I can't believe we got here, and that spike's not even down yet. It's still sat in towards main. Trying to isolate Miniboo here with 8 bullets to play with, but he's now got his boys by his side. Playing through by main, Sugetsu takes a step too far, and Shao left in
Wow,
a
respect
1v3
the 2-0 as well.
Going against
Yeah,
the
and
odds
that's
in that
Navi's,
2-hit.
Navi done for
Sunning quite a
5
few of
weeks.
us, taking this in a 2-0
And Heretics have to
fashion
play
over
foot
Navi.
tomorrow.
Big win for Team Heretics, and they gotta feel happy about